Masamune admires his body after a shower, annoying his sister Chinatsu. Their mom Kinoe serves high-calorie food, so Masamune skips breakfast. At school, girls playing tennis notice him. Impressed by his perfect entrance score and looks, they flirt, but he politely declines. Outside, a crowd gathers as Shigeo confesses to the cruel princess. From the rooftop, she humiliates him publicly, dubbing him Moleo for a chest mole. Later, Masamune naps in class and recalls a painful past. Class rep Tei and friend Kojiro talk to him. Kojiro praises Masamune's looks and grades. The cruel princess, Aki Adagaki, enters to reject another boy, calling him Pudding Prince. Tei explains Aki is beautiful, but cruel to men. Hearing her name, Masamune realizes she's his childhood bully and target of revenge. He spies on Aki and her maid, Yoshino Koiwai, discovering Aki secretly overeats due to hypoglycemia. When he's caught, she threatens him to stay silent. Later, he saves her from Akio, a boy attacking her after rejection, injuring his hand. Masamune believes this wins her trust. Flashback. As a fat kid, Masamune was rejected and mocked as pig's foot by Aki. His revenge plan, make her fall for him, then crush her. Next day, he finds a note saying pig's foot, panicking that his identity's known. Meanwhile, he helps Yoshino buy Aki's lunch and ends up sharing a moment with Aki, making her blush. Secretly, Yoshino calls him Pig's Foot and offers to help him get revenge. To get close to Aki, Masamune joins the beautification committee. Tei asks him out, but he declines to focus on Aki. When he admits he'd date Aki, she seems flustered but tricks him with a decline prank instead of giving her email. Yoshino comforts him and adds her own contact. A school test approaches. If anyone fails, all take remedial lessons. Masamune bets Aki that whoever scores higher wins. If he wins, she'll date him. If not, she can nickname him and make him buy lunch forever. Both study hard. During exams, Masamune's stomach hurts. He suspects Yoshino spiked his drink, but it was bad eggs from home. Both he and Aki fail and take supplementary classes together. Yoshino arranges a date as part of the punishment. Aki shows up in a magical girl cosplay, thinking it's the dress code. Embarrassed, she still proceeds. They watch a horror movie, Aki's terrified, and later eat, where she reveals emotional eating started after something awful in her past. When buying new clothes, Aki cries. Masamune accidentally sees her half-dressed and gets punched. He wakes up with his head on her lap, realizing she's not entirely cruel. Later, Yoshino admits she helps him so Aki can change and become humbler after heartbreak. Masamune accepts, calling Yoshino his master, as their twisted revenge partnership begins. After studying shoujo manga all night, Masamune confidently tests romantic lines on Aki during supplementary class, but she finds them creepy. When it rains later, he lends her his umbrella, then meets Yoshino that night, who tells him Aki was disgusted and advises him to act cold instead. Masamune ignores Aki for days, prompting her to confront him. He blurts out that he likes everything about her, panics, and runs to Yoshino, unaware Aki sees them together. The next day, when he tries to give Aki a letter, she rips it up, yells, and storms off. Yoshino later finds her at a park, stomping on his umbrella, denying her feelings. Aki then wanders off, nearly gets hit by a car, and Masamune saves her only for a mysterious girl to appear, embracing him and calling him by name. The girl, Neko Fujinomiya, thanks God for meeting Masamune again, but he doesn't remember her. The next day, Yoshino blocks Masamune from apologizing to Aki, saying Aki doesn't want to see him. Soon after, Neko transfers into his class. She claims Masamune helped her 3 years ago, and he realizes she knew him back when he was chubby. She flirts openly, causing tension with Aki. During class cleaning duty, Masamune and Aki are punished to clean the pool after a misunderstanding. Aki falls in, he rescues her, and she challenges him to prove his love with a kiss. He hesitates. Kissing was meant to be the final step of his revenge, and she punches him before classmates walk in. Later, Neko comforts Masamune, telling him he's charming but lacks confidence, which makes him rethink his approach. Yoshino spies on Neko and learns she's lying about knowing Masamune, but Neko insists he saved her. Soon, Masamune is shocked to find Neko and Yoshino at his house cooking with his mom. During dinner, Chinatsu almost reveals Masamune's former fat self, but he stops her. They all set off fireworks. Neko laughs freely. and Masamune wonders if things could have been different without his vendetta. When Neko leaves, Yoshino warns him not to fall for her. The next day, he repeats Neko's compliment to Aki. "You're too modest to notice your own charms." But Aki scoffs. Summer arrives. Aki plans to vacation at her family's island villa. Masamune, Kojiro, Neko, and Tei invite themselves along, forcing Aki to agree. En route, Yoshino tells Masamune she still can't find any real link between him and Neko. At the island, maid Midori greets them. To impress Aki, Masamune claims to be her boyfriend. Aki plays along for appearances. Neko tries to get close, but Aki warns her off. Midori secretly schemes to humiliate Masamune, disliking how he ruins Aki's man-hating image. Masamune plans a test of courage event to save scared Aki, but Midori interferes to scare him instead. Yoshino ends up terrifying Midori by accident, leading to chaos until Masamune carries the fainted Midori out. He admits he and Aki aren't really dating and apologizes, earning Midori's respect. On the boat home, Yoshino says Aki's pride might actually make her start to care for him. Soon after, Aki calls him angrily about a forgotten bag on the island. He meets her in a cafe. Distracted by thoughts of Neko stealing his childhood photo, he barely listens, angering Aki. Neko later invites him to her home. At Neko's place, Masamune pretends to visit casually but searches for his photo. Neko admits she took it because he looked cute, saying his former self wasn't bad. She suddenly kisses him. Masamune rejects her, saying she doesn't truly love him, only the idea of him, and that he seeks revenge on Aki. Neko, heartbroken, collapses in tears. The next day at the pool, Masamune feels awkward about seeing Neko, but Tei says Neko isn't coming due to illness. Everyone has fun, though Masamune feels distant. As they leave, Shido confronts him. Neko's missing and hasn't taken her seizure meds. Shocked, Masamune learns she's seriously ill. He admits to rejecting her and choosing Aki. Aki leads the group to search for Neko, excluding Masamune since he knows her address. They fail to find her, so Masamune checks the school, where Aki also appears. She says she pities Neko for being rejected. Masamune asks why she rejects men too, and mentions the pig's foot nickname before paper airplanes rain down. On the roof, they find Neko collapsing after making airplanes from love letters. Masamune calls Aki to get help. At the hospital, Shido says Neko will recover. Neko thanks Masamune for rejecting her, saying she randomly chose him to fall for so she could experience love before surgery overseas. After recovery, she'll leave, but cherishes the memories. Tei later admits liking Masamune, but is content staying friends. Neko recalls meeting Masamune as a child at a wedding photo. Masamune reflects that Neko's lies collapse mirrors his deception toward Aki, but decides to continue his revenge. Meanwhile, Aki rethinks Neko's words about love and blushes at memories of young Masamune. A mysterious man appears, resembling her childhood friend. At home, Masamune declares he'll retrain, burn fat, and grow stronger. The next day, the new Masamune meets the Aragaki butler, claiming to be Kanetsugu Gaso, Aki's betrothed by family promise. At school, Aki rejects a confession, teasing the boy's visible nipples. Friends notice she's lately been close to Masamune. When Kanetsugu says he'd like to visit Aki's private beach, she surprisingly agrees her friends suspect she likes chubby men. Masamune returns, proud of training, but is stunned to see Neko back post-surgery. She warns he might lose Aki to Kanetsugu. At Aki's class, Masamune meets Kanetsugu, who introduces himself as her fiancé. Furious, Masamune drags Yoshino out. She confirms it's true, and Aki seems in love. Masamune investigates Kanetsugu, learning he's athletic, smart, and popular. Yoshino says Aki met him before. The girls' clique resents Aki's new closeness to him. For the school festival, Tei's class plans Snow White, casting Masamune and Kojiro. But Class A also chooses it, with Aki as Snow White and Kanetsugu as Prince. Masamune challenges Kanetsugu. The winner will dance with Aki at the after-party. Tei directs harshly. Kojiro runs off, but is comforted by Neko. Masamune clashes with Kanetsugu, who gives dating tips like chocolate gifts. Meanwhile, Kanetsugu's flashback shows he's poor and impersonating the old Masamune for money. At home, Masamune catches a cold from rooftop training. On festival day, Neko tricks him into resting in the nurse's office. While he sleeps, Class A girls kidnap him so Aki can perform undisturbed. Simultaneously, Yoshino locks Kanetsugu in storage, planning revenge symmetry. Masamune wakes tied up by Kikune, who claims she's protecting Aki. After recalling Aki's rejection of a cheating dojo fighter, Kikune frees him, realizing her hypocrisy. Mari calls to propose a hostage exchange. Masamune realizes Yoshino has Kanetsugu and decides to wait, since his class performs after Aki's. Aki insists on performing without Kanetsugu, impressing everyone. Masamune escapes and, learning Kanetsugu is still missing, joins mid-play as the prince. Despite a fever, he completes the scene and actually kisses Aki. She punches him, but the audience cheers. Kanetsugu returns right after. At karaoke later, Class A wins the festival. Aki and Masamune get Best Heroine and Best Hero. The groups celebrate. During singing battles, Aki scores highest. Neko performs an emotional song, and Masamune sings so powerfully the system crashes. Aki stays with him after everyone leaves. He jokes she should thank him with a kiss. Aki nearly does, but Yoshino interrupts, stuffing food in his mouth instead. Yoshino scolds him for missing his revenge moment. Masamune then spots a Paris class trip notice, his next chance to win Aki's heart.